Alright, before we get started, I just wanted to peep this. So I don't look at the YouTube channels. I don't fuck that shit's getting. I don't look at the YouTube channel like at all. Like I literally post a video, and then I get off my computer, and then I'm really a doom scroller. Like I don't be on YouTube. Otherwise, after that, I don't be on YouTube on my phone. I don't be on YouTube on anything else. So I don't really watch YouTube. So I just be doom scrolling. So I'm never on YouTube unless I'm like uploading the video. And I just peeped it now while I hop on the PC but I start streaming and shit. Yeah, by the way, I stream all of the videos. So like if you're on the YouTubes, tap into the streams. But I peep here, this one got 138 views and that's okay. Like that's a lot for me. That's a lot for me. So that put a smile on my face. And I peeped it. And I peeped the comments. And I won't lie, bro. I low-key missed yesterday, and I felt like really bad about feeling yesterday. And you know when you get into a flow of something and you're doing something, I like kind of just start getting into this flow. Even though it's only 2 days, like you only need like, I don't know. I feel like 3 days and you kind of got the flow of things. Maybe a week, but I was kind of getting into the flow. And then I did some shit yesterday, and then I just was like, nah, I'm not list to run it. I'm not list to run it. I don't want to do it, and I didn't do it yesterday. And I was just like thinking about it the whole day. I was like, nah, I should have done it. And then today, I was about to not do it, but I was like, nah. Because I remember the first day I wasn't going to do it either, but then I hopped back on it. And then I hopped on the YouTubes and I saw these and I was like, nah. Now I have to keep going, bro. Now I have to keep going, bro. Now I have to keep going. I can't stop. Can't stop now. And then this one, someone said they've been keeping up with the new series. Yeah, no, bro. I have to keep it pushing now. I have to keep it pushing. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. But day 3, right, boys, discipline. I need this. Let's get our shit out. Alright, we need to hit a recap on yesterday's stuff too. Alright, so day 2. Nah, we can do a full recap. So day 1 was not a lot. It was just listen, take action, contract, rules, whatever. And then day 2, we learned about dochis, and we basically was just learning about the candles, how the candles work, what they show, what the wicks is. I never knew what the wicks was. I low-key always wondered what the wicks was, so that was helpful, but here's exactly what I wrote down. It was just diagrams. That's how I learned. Fuck you if you don't fuck with it. And then you see I got the lines of the wicks, then the wicks. And then I said the wick shows where the price went but didn't close, so that can tell you a little bit about what people are thinking. I think I'm not gonna lie, I might have to rewatch the second episode. There was a word because he keeps on using all these terms, bro. Okay, and then also don't take trades off candles. Homework: find 10 dochis, understand wicks. So from what I understand is the price opens here, right? And it goes up, but then it shoots down, but it doesn't close there. It comes back up before the 5 minutes end. So the candle gets created there, but there's a large wicks down. It's like uncertainty in the market. It shows uncertainty, and I can't fully remember what that means. Like, what does the uncertainty show? Because I feel like it doesn't matter. Let's get. It actually does matter. What am I tripping about? So let's just get started with day 3.
All right, boys, welcome to day 3 of the boot camp, my free trading course, whatever it's going to last all summer long. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed episodes 1 and 2, and I'm definitely not going to be saying this when it gets to fucking like episode 60, because then I would have to list every single one of them. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the start of this. I know yesterday's video was kind of beginner, kind of simple, but again, right, I said we wanted to start from scratch, but trust me, it'll start vamping up real quick. However, while we are, I guess, working on these beginner concepts that most people are pretty familiar with, what better way to start working on our discipline and our mindset, okay? That's pretty much what I talked about for the majority of the first trading video, and I got a lot of great responses from that, so I appreciate to everyone showing love to me. That was our most viewed video. It's already at 10,000 views over the course of under a day, which is absurd for me. And then also, we got over 1,000 comments on that video, which is just unreal. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love. Let's keep this going. And yeah, let's keep going with this. So with that being said, I do want this whole course to just alternate back and forth between trading and discipline. So, right, the first day, discipline, second day, trading. Today, discipline, tomorrow, trading. Okay, we are going to go back and forth because my biggest issue with courses is they do not prioritize psychology and mindset. They leave a section for it, just one little baby section, but is that enough? No fucking way. No chance in hell. So, what are we going to be talking about today? Literally just laying down that foundation for discipline, right? We talked about sort of what we can do in the, sorry, my screen is all nasty, but we talked about sort of what you can try and do to start taking action on our first video. However, this video is just kind of going to give you guys an overview of what you guys should be looking for in terms of discipline within your trading, okay? And then as the days continue, we are going to get deeper and deeper into small concepts and things that you can do to improve your mindset, to improve your discipline, because like I said before in my TikToks, like I said in most of my videos, right, we are not trying to just turn you profitable in this. I am trying to turn you from literally a boy into a man. And I know that sounds cliche and I know that sounds stupid, but I really do think there's going to be so much value given throughout this entire course to benefit you guys just in life more than just trading, because trading has taught me so many life lessons, and I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for those lessons that I learned through trading. Not even just the money from trading, but the lessons I learned have helped me, come to the point where I'm at today. So with that being said, today there's not going to be much trading. I did see 1 or 2 comments saying like, hey, why aren't we learning about trading? This is why. Me and you, we trade off the same strategy, right? And we'll teach that strategy when we get to it in this course. However, you guys aren't profitable, yet I am.
I got a friend that trades, and he found like the YouTube shit. And obviously he's like supporting it because he's W Mans and all. But like, because he also trades, he wants me to know how to trade. And this is he is partly why I'm doing this. I won't lie. So shout out J Money. But he was saying that TJR's strategy is complete bullshit. Well, not but like bullshit. Like it's just like it's not the strategy. But I was telling him I wasn't gonna use his strategy anyways, because I was thinking probably have to make my own one if I because I feel like if you really understand it, like if you really understand the market and the charts, you can make your own strategy. You don't have to, like, if you have to copy someone else's strategy, do you like really understand what you're doing? So that's why I was never gonna copy it in the first place. But that's just like a heads up for anyone. I don't know, just in general. I just wanted to say something.
What's the difference between you and me?
Mental.
Our mindset. That's the only thing that is different,
Fully
right?
pre-fired.
Yes, I do have more years in the market, but technically we are trading the same strategy. You guys are taking very similar trades to me, if not the same trades as me, and sometimes you guys are losing, sometimes you guys are bailing out of trades, sometimes you aren't confident enough to take those trades. So that is the foundation, and those are the holes that we need to plug up, right? Because the trading part, it's relatively easy, you guys, and you're going to see this as this course goes along. You're going to be like, damn, that's it? So with that being said, we're going to flip-flop back and forth between trading and discipline this whole summer, and hopefully by the end of this summer you come out just an absolute stud, an absolute beast. Okay, so today, discipline. What are we going to talk about? We are just going to talk about literally that base foundation of discipline, not even in how it relates to trading, because ideally these discipline videos, you know, we'll talk about trading occasionally on these discipline videos, and talking about, like, you know, trading plans, knowing when to stop trading, all that stuff. But we need to lay that foundation down first, and that's literally just gaining discipline, because I know a lot of you guys, whether you believe it or not, do not have discipline. Okay, so that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so how can we become disciplined? How can we become so strong and so mentally fortified?
I'm stroking my pen, by the way. I
One,
just peeped.
don't care what anybody has to say to us. 2, we are willing to do whatever it takes to get and reach our goals. not not fold to your self-consciousness or not fold to other people judging you, right, to get to the place that you want to be. Okay, because that's really what discipline can do for you, and it really is a lot more than just discipline. It's a bunch of things, but we can just label it really just as discipline. And by being able to gain all those attributes and all those really, really beneficial qualities that we talked about, when you get that done, you are pretty much an unstoppable human. Whether it's in just trading or in life, people will look up to you, right? People will be like, why does he have this confidence? It will help you with girls. Trust me, it will help you so much with girls. Knowing, literally just waking up, getting out of bed, and knowing that you are that man, knowing that you know exactly what you have to do for that day, knowing and being confident in every single move that you make. Can you now understand how this can benefit you, not only in trading, being confident in taking your trades, but also in life, being confident with every single move you make, and if you fuck up, you say, that's okay, because I know I'm that man, and I can keep going, and I can make up for whatever I messed up, right? It's all about having a positive mindset, and we also won't only just cover discipline on these back-to-back days or every other day. We're also going to be talking about just mindset in general, having a positive mindset, having the correct mindset in terms of just life and in trading. Okay, you're probably going to think, TJR, bro, I don't want you to be my parents right now giving me life lessons, but trust me, it will benefit you. Okay, so let me help you in ways that you probably don't even understand or even imagine. All right, so how can we form our base piece of discipline? Okay, it literally can start with something as simple as forming a positive habit and completing it every single day. Okay, so
That's facts.
most of this video
That
is
is
pretty
facts.
much just going to be describing homework that I'm going to require you guys to do for every single day after this video. Okay, and it should start today. Okay, it should start on this video right the fuck now. Okay, once you finish watching this video, go do this. Okay, you need to develop a single habit, okay, because, right, if you try and just jump into the deep end and you don't know how to swim, you're fucked, right? Let's take it one step at a time, walk down into the kiddie pool, get used to the water, okay? So we're going to start with just one habit that you've always wished that you would do or just never had the discipline to do. You've tried it before, maybe it's going to the gym, right? And if you already go to the gym every single day, you're not allowed to say, well, I'm already disciplined, I already got this done. No, because you're comfortable going to the gym. This has to be something that you are uncomfortable doing. It has to be something where you're like, damn, am I really going to do that today? And then you pick yourself up and say, hell yes, I'm doing it. Because that's what life requires, right? For you to be sitting there thinking, damn, do I really want to do my work right now? Do I really want to improve myself right now? You got to think about it like that. Do I really want to improve myself and have a better life after I complete that task? You need to think about this in a completely different way. It's not, oh, this will take 5 minutes out of my day. Oh, this will take an hour out of my day. It's not like that. It's, oh, this will improve me. This will benefit me. So let's get it done. Okay, so I want you to choose one habit that you've always wanted to do, whether it be going to the gym, whether it be reading 15 or 20 pages of a book every single day. That has been my goal. I don't even know where my book is. It's over in the living room, and I've read 15 pages of my book every single day, and I just started that habit literally on the first day of when we started the course, because I was like, I can't be just here spitting to you guys, like talking about you need to do this, you need to do that, without me actually taking action too, right? I said I was going to put myself through hell this summer for you guys, while you guys put yourself through hell. We are in this together. Okay, this is a complete group effort. All right, I hope you know you are not alone in this. Okay, so my goal was, okay, I want to read at least 15 or 20 pages a day, and I've completed that goal every single day. There's a statistic that says habits form over the course of, I believe it's 21 days. Okay.
I was wrong. I was saying 3. I was saying a week. My fault.
And that's when a habit forms. But a routine.
So, okay, so if it takes 21 days, I know it's like, so let's say it takes 21 days. So it's like, it takes 21 days to form a habit, but only 3 days to break that habit. And it could be any time. So you could form that habit, but wait, what's he about to say about routine though?
Okay, And that's when a habit forms, but a routine and a ritual gets formed over the past 60 days. Okay, so you can get into a habit over the course of 21 days, right? Let's say you go to the gym for 21 days straight. Odds are that you're going to go to the gym on that 22nd day, right? But it doesn't become routine, it doesn't become habitual, right? Or sorry, it doesn't become routine or just like natural for you to be comfortable doing it until that 60 days. Okay, and that's why these habits and these things are so hard, because yes, we can do it for 21 days straight, but there's still a little breaking point where it's still uncomfortable to do it. Yeah, you'll probably do it, but it's still difficult, and your mind still isn't necessarily okay with doing it until that 60th day, until you reach that point where it's like, okay, I am comfortable doing this. I want to get to the point where I'm comfortable and I enjoy reading, and I've actually already kind of gone to that point, and that causes me to strive.
My barber's name's Muhammad.
Every single day.
My day was chill and yours.
And this is something that you guys will notice too. As you start to do these every single day, the first day you're going to be feeling super motivated. The second day, you are probably like, damn, do I really want to do this? Because remember, it's your second day. This is by all means definitely not a habit. Maybe on the 7th day, right, you do a whole week, right? But by the time a week ends, your motivation is probably gone to stop doing this. So that's when, right, that's when it really gets to the point where it's like, okay, do you really want this? Do you actually want this? Do you? Genuinely asking. Because on that 8th day, after a week goes by, I know damn well you won't want to do it. I know you won't want to go to the gym. And I know it's going to be hard, but you need to pick yourself up and say, fuck this shit, you're a little bitch, let me fucking go. I literally wake up in the morning sometimes, and if I'm laying there in bed saying, I don't want to get up right now, I don't want to trade, I literally say out loud, you're a little fucking bitch, get the fuck up. Takes me about 5 seconds right after that. Literally just speaking to yourself. Imagine standing and looking at yourself in a third person point of view. Imagine you're sitting there fucking munching on your Doritos, right? And you're watching this YouTube video trying, yeah, bro, I'm trying to go to the gym. Fucking fat ass, fucking piece of shit. You need to tell yourself that. Be honest about yourself. If you're fucking fat, if you got fucking rolls and shit, all right? Going to the gym or just losing some fucking weight should be a goal. Going on a fucking walk. Putting the fork down, bro. Put the fucking fork down. Look at yourself in a third person point of view, right? Because you are so comfortable, you are so satisfied in your little baby circle. You're cuddled up in a blanket, and you got all that fucking blubber supporting.
Oh, nah. It's not about that. It's just an example of like what your mindset should be. It doesn't have to be gym. It's not specifically about me either. I'm trying to learn how to trade, bro. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not about like it's not like specifically about that. But I need to pick up weight though. Actually, I do need to go to gym and pick up weight. But that is like unrelated. It's just like an example.
You, bro, keeping you nice and toasty. You're warm in there. You're comfortable. So let's get fucking uncomfortable. Let's change that. Go on a fucking run. Go on a fucking walk. Go to the fucking gym. Lift some fucking weights and make it a routine to better yourself. Because if we're being honest, raise your hand if you are fat. I was fat. You know, I wouldn't really consider myself fat now. I have muscle. I'm definitely not shredded, okay? But I'm at a solid point. I'm at a point where if somebody sees me on the beach, they'll say, damn, he's pretty big, okay? But if you're fat, okay, and you want to change that, do something about it. I know most fat asses like myself back in the day, I would be, first of all, I would be ashamed to take my shirt off. I would be so fucking scared, and I would try and hide it, and then I would try and get in the pool right away. I would try and get in the water, or if I was outside the water, shirt always on. When I sat down on couches, I didn't want people to see my fucking rolls, so what did I do? I grabbed a pillow, put it in front of me, held it like that, so nobody could fucking see. You know how embarrassing that is? It's embarrassing. Don't do that. Don't be self-conscious. Instead, be fucking confident. Okay, how can we become confident? Be confident in yourself.
You're
Start
talking about
going to the gym.
150K
Start working
kilos,
out.
bro.
Start fucking going on
Nah,
the
I
walk.
know,
Start
bro.
doing
I
cardio.
know.
I
But it's
literally
just
have this fucking prep.
he's just talking about how you need to, like, if there's something you want to do, like, say you want to read a book every day. So same thing with the gym. Say on that day you don't want to read that book. It's just like you have to tell yourself, stop being a little bitch and read that shit. It's only 15 pages. You like nothing bad, nothing. You're not going to be negatively affected by it. The only thing that will come from doing what you're supposed to do is positivity. You're improving yourself. You're learning. At the gym, you're getting healthier. Literally anything. It's like whatever you want to do. Like this, what I'm doing here. Like I have to sit down and learn how to trade every day for this whole course. And then when this course finishes, I have to keep on going because after I finish this course, I'm not going to magically be making bands. I have to practically apply myself.
For me, because I'm about to go to the gym right now, and I've been going to the gym for years now. So that's
like the course section of this thing that I'm doing is the easiest part. Like the part where I have to sit down and watch videos and take notes, easiest part. It's only gonna get harder, bro.
I'm comfortable there. That's my comfort zone. So what did I have to do to get out of my comfort zone for this whole thing that we're doing right now? I said, fuck, I haven't read a book in like 10 years, bro. I listen to audiobooks, but I'm comfortable doing that. Let me get uncomfortable. Let me do something. Okay, let me improve. Always be seeking improvement in your life. Always, always, always be seeking improvement. There is always something you can improve upon because nobody is perfect. Okay? There should never in your life be ever a point where you are satisfied with yourself. And that isn't necessarily that isn't saying like you should always be shitting on yourself and saying you're a horrible person. No. There's times and places for you to say, damn, I'm really proud of myself for completing this. In those
So to do something, he was talking about the social parasites that's staring at the wall every day. Yeah, I guess he's just talking about unmotivated people. Like I don't know, bro. Like don't you ever procrastinate something? Have you never procrastinated something or just not done something you know you're supposed to do because you don't feel like doing it on that day, or you're like, oh, I can do it tomorrow, bro? I procrastinated all my schoolwork, bro. I procrastinate all my schoolwork. No cap, bro. Like
times will come. Okay, but right now, you need to understand that you are watching
Like, I
this
feel
video
like-
because you are not in a position that you want to be in life. You are trying to change your life right now. So you need to change something because the shit that you've been doing for the past couple years, the shit that you've been doing for literally your whole life has put you in that
time will come,
position
you can
that
die.
you're in right the fuck now.
you're tripping.
Okay? So what makes you think, if you don't change a single thing, what makes you think that your life will get better? What makes you think that? You have to change something if you expect your life to change for the better. Because right now, if you continue every single same fucking thing that you keep doing, nothing will change. Right? Because doing what you do every single day, doing what it makes you fucking comfortable, what keeps you in that little blanket, doing all that shit, it's made you who you are today. So if you don't like the person that you are, do something about it. Okay? Again, this is going back on taking action. We have to take action, you guys. We cannot be satisfied with who we are. Okay? You probably look up to me
That
as a
sounded kinda
role
crazy.
model. I wake up and I look in the mirror and I say, what can I do to get better today? Right? You guys are probably saying, damn, TJR, he's living the life. He
Bro,
just moved to
hella,
Puerto
I know
Rico.
hella
He's
people
got a
die every
cool ass
day.
dog. He's got hella bread. He's living his best life. I wake up and I say, how can I get better? I'm not doing nearly enough. Where is the improvement? There are levels, okay? And we have to start climbing
In the
them.
grand scheme
we
of
have
things,
to
that's
start
not that
changing
much.
things in order to improve. Okay?
8 billion people.
So that's what I'm asking of you guys today. I'm not asking you to, be fucking David Goggins going 100-mile run.
I kind of get
No.
your point, but it's kind of like
I'm actually
nihilism.
asking you to do the opposite
It's
of
a
that.
little
okay?
nihilism.
Go on a mile walk, a 1 mile walk, or do something that you are uncomfortable with, that you know
it's like you can think like that. You can think like that. It's like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, people die every day. You know, we're just all gonna die. Like, it doesn't matter. But then you can also think about, like, you can think like it's glass half full, half empty. It's like it's the same thing, but you can just think about it differently. Where it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna die, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can do this. I want to live, like, I'm gonna die, so my life's not forever. Let me live my best life. Or you can think about it, everyone's gonna die. I'm gonna curl up in a ball and shoot myself. I don't know if I can say that, but yeah, it's not. It's like, what's the point?
Will benefit you if you make it a habit. That's what this entire video is about. Slowly building these habits, because once it gets easy, once you know how to build a habit, and that's why I talked about the statistics, so you guys have a time frame in mind. Okay, once you know how to build a habit, and once you do stuff that builds positive habits, you're going to be a fucking addict for it. You're going to be an addict for self-improvement. You're going to be a fiend for this shit. Trust me, because right, if you don't go to the gym, I keep using the gym as an example, but it's a great example, because if you don't go to the gym and then you start going for just a month, the noob gains and the muscle that you put on and the fat that you are going to lose just within that month, it should show a visible difference. Visible. You will be able to wake up and look at yourself in the mirror and say, damn, this is amazing. I look great, and I can't wait to do more. You get addicted to that reward. You get addicted to that feeling, and that's what we want to strive for. We want to be addicted to self-improvement. We want to be addicted to improving ourselves. And if you aren't the type that wants to just fucking turn your life into a fucking video game, turn your life into being addicted to finding out how you can make more money, being addicted to figuring out how you can improve yourself, how you can look better, how you can be stronger, how you can run faster, how you can, you know, fucking be hotter for hot chicks, you know? If you're the type that isn't always looking to improve upon themselves, you aren't going to go very far in this life. And that is me, who has done some great things with his life, okay, and you guys looking up to me as a role model, but I do not think I'm anywhere near my potential. Guess what? Every single human, every single one of us, we have limitless potential. You know why? Because it all depends on the amount of work we want to do. There is nothing stopping you. You can do all things. You can do anything you set your mind to. Anything in the fucking world. When have you ever heard of somebody who has gone after a goal and never stopped? Okay? When have you ever heard of somebody who had something in mind and went after it and never got it? Right? If they keep going towards you, if you keep aspiring and you keep driving day in and day fucking out, you are going to get to that person and get to that result.
What you mean, bro?
Because the only thing that stops you, the only thing that stops that progress is literally giving up. So are you going to wake up and think, damn, I went to the gym for the past 7 days. I just want to give up. Are you really going to do that? Think about it that way. You are a fucking loser. You are a fucking bitch, bro. Like, are you dead ass? You said, I'm going to put my mind to something. I'm super excited. I'm really motivated. I can't wait to change my life. And you go in and fucking put in work, hard fucking work for 7 days straight. And on that 8th day, you say, I don't want to do it. You said, I'm done.
He's not. Okay, bro.
Here after 8 fucking days? Are you serious? Are you serious? You want to go back under your fucking blanket? You want to hold a pillow in front of your stomach every fucking day? Is that really the type of person you are? Look at yourself in the third person. Like, imagine you're sitting here watching my video. I want you to think that you're somebody else standing right here and looking at you. Look at your flaws. And understand that, hey, every single person has flaws. I have tons of flaws. Millions. We all do, because we're human, and we will never be perfect.
I know.
But the only thing that we can do to improve ourselves is to strive.
Dude, he's given, like, it's like, Yeah, okay, yeah. This specific, like, with what he's saying, yeah, sure, he is. Like, that's the people he's targeting. But it can apply to anyone, though. Like, with anything. Like, if you have, like, I don't know, like an addiction, or, um, like, you don't look after yourself, you don't eat right, you don't take care of your skin, you don't take care of yourself. It's like, it's anything, really.
Strive for perfection.
He's just saying, like, if you have any of those issues, look at yourself from a third, look at yourself from someone else's point of view. Yeah, uh, I'm perfect, you too. No one's perfect, though. That's the thing.
Okay?
Nothing's perfect.
Nobody's going to be perfect. But
Exactly.
And if we know that no one's going to be perfect, but we strive for perfection, then the person that comes out of this, guys, we are going to say, holy shit, that person is amazing, that person is great. Yes, they're not perfect, but they are amazing. That is the person that I want you to become. The person that
I don't know about
where you
striving.
can take.
I don't know about striving for perfection. But I think just striving to be better every day in a new way. Well, not a new way, but just striving to be better I don't know. I feel like if you strive for perfection, like, you'll go insane.
Yourself back in that third person again and be standing above yourself watching, right?
That's kind of what's going on with clavicular. That's what happens when you strive for perfection. I mean, let me actually not speak more on
you
that.
at the end of this fucking summer, at the end of this whole course, saying, look how much you've improved upon. Right? If one of your habits that you're going to start today is going to the gym, okay, let's actually realize this improvement. Take a picture of yourself in the mirror, front and back side, fucking shirtless. Do it, and trust me, this will be the best decision of your life, and you will be so fucking proud of yourself. When I was a fat ass, I took pictures of myself every single week. Every single week, I would take a picture of myself, and by the end of the summer, by the end of 3 months, bro, it literally does not take long at all. By the end of 3 months, I was shredded with abs and fucking shoulder veins popping. It does not take much to get to the point that you strive to. It is all in your head. It is all that mental fucking box. You are limiting yourself. You are limiting yourself to your true potential. You can do whatever you want in this life. And if I'm not proof in that enough, I don't know what else would be. Right? You see me as a 21-year-old who just got a $2 million house and you're acting like you guys are starting earlier than me. Some of you guys are 15 years old, damn near becoming profitable already in the market. You guys are going to be far, far, far past where I'm at if you continue on this journey. Okay, that is who I want to create. Let me help you create and literally build the person that you want to become. Right? A very good tip and something that I think about all the time is imagine the type of person that you want to become. Okay? Imagine them, right? Their body, their face, their activities, their habits, what they do on a daily basis.
Then a king man comes in a Lamborghini Urus and 2 American virgins sitting on his cock, and he has an AK-47. He wants to fight with him. There's an AK-47. Who wants to fight with him? No one, because he is striving for perfection, and all other fat little timid losers can do nothing. I'm confused. I don't know. I mean, like, I kind of catch a drift, but it gets confusing when you're like, how did the 2 virgin Americans sitting with their cock, they can't be the ones that you're saying have strive for perfection. You have to be talking about the king man in the Lambo. But I don't know.
Right? Think about that person, okay? And then think, what do they do? What do they do? Not what did they do to get to that point. No. What do they do right now to maintain that, to continue to get better, and then follow that? Okay? So you're probably saying, okay, this person is jacked as fuck. How do they get jacked? They go to the gym. How do they maintain being jacked, and how do they continue to improve? They keep going to the gym. So what are you going to do? Right? It's very similar to how I say, if you want to be a profitable trader, you can't treat this like a fucking casino. You can't be over trading and over leveraging, because you'll never be profitable if you do that. How do professional traders trade? With risk management, with no emotion, with discipline.
Yeah.
Okay? So what makes you think that you can do something that is opposite to that? What makes you think that you can do something different than that and still get the same result? It's not how it works. Okay? So imagine your dream self. What does he do every single day? Or what does she do every single day? And copy that. Okay? You're probably saying, they wake up early. Perfect. Set an alarm. Then they go to the gym. Perfect. Set another alarm to remind yourself to go to the gym, and then set another one 10 minutes later if you decide to be a bitch. Okay? Then what do they do after the gym? Take a cold shower. Take a shower. Just to clean up, to look fucking good. Right? Some of y'all don't fucking shower and it shows. Okay? All right? It's all these little things that add up, that turn you into the person that you want to become. It's not one little switch that you can flip. It's not one single thing that you do once to make you into that person. It is habitual. It is these habits. It is 1% better every single day. Your goal with this whole course, with this whole summer, should be to get 1% better every single day. And trust me, you are going to get way better than just 1% better every single day if you follow these rules and you are strict and you are disciplined and you actually commit yourself this summer. Hopefully I am motivating you guys, because goddamn, I know if I was in the position that you are in, and I was at one point, and if I had someone telling me this shit through the screen, I'd be fired the fuck up. I'd be ready to go. And that's why I'm making these videos every fucking day, so you don't fall out of these habits, so I can keep you on track. Okay, I don't want to check back in a week, and guess what? I will. I'm going to say, hey, remember that habit that I said you were supposed to do? I'm going to check back in every other day, matter of fact. You know, when we have another discipline video, yeah, I probably won't check on you tomorrow, because it's real easy to get motivated for 2 days. Motivation starts to dwindle, okay? And once you get to that weak point, the motivation is gone, and the discipline is all that you have.
I was gonna say when this video is finished, I'm gonna write down. Should we say 3 or 5 new habits? I'm thinking 3, but I feel like I should stop being a bitch and do 5. So I was gonna start kickboxing. So that's why when you said go MMA gym, I was like, oh yeah, no, I was gonna do kickboxing, and then you said and fuck moms. And then that, I don't really get that part. I don't know where the MMA and the moms collide. I feel like you can. Oh, it's just like 2 things you want to do. Is that what you want to do? You want to fight. You want to be an MMA fighter, and you want to fuck moms. I mean, there's nothing really stopping you, bro. That's a very obtainable goal. That's like what Conor McGregor does.
Left. So I'm going to check.
But he doesn't fight anywhere. Okay, I'm not tapped in with MMA, so please don't get on my ass. Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Who's doing it and who isn't.
But you can also just get a gun.
Because we'll know who's actually improving. And you will know if you're improving or not. And you're going to feel real fucking guilty if you skipped a day, right? Because guess what? You skip a day, somebody else was working that day. You didn't do shit. You didn't do shit yesterday. You took a step back. You fucking cheated on your diet. You didn't go on a walk. Guess what? Somebody else did. Somebody else was working harder than you. Somebody else went on a walk, read a book, and lifted weights. Somebody else went on a walk, read a book, lifted weights, and back tested. There is always someone doing better than you. So strive to be the person that nobody else can beat. Strive to be the best version of yourself, day in and day out, and there will be nothing that can stop you. Yes, it's going to take time, just like with anything, right? Because that motivation phase, remember, lasts a week. The only way that you're going to get to that dream life, the only way that you're going to get to that dream man or woman that you were thinking about earlier, The only way you
I
can get
wanna-
there is not through motivation, but discipline.
I want to go
By
kickboxing,
looking
but that's like
and understanding, hey, if I do one thing right, if I do all
wanna
these
go to
things every
kickboxing.
single day.
But I did jiu-jitsu for like 2 years, so I got the grappling down a little bit. But yeah, I want to do kickboxing or Muay Thai.
Day in and day out, there is no chance for me to fail. There is little room for failure. Make it so you have little to no room to fail. And by following steps and by being disciplined and by making these good habits, who isn't successful that you know, that wakes up early, that goes to the gym, that reads, that works on their craft, whatever they do for a job. You know, most of these people that you're thinking of probably aren't traders, but who do you know that wakes up and performs all of these super great habits day in and day out? Who does that, right, and isn't successful or isn't on their way to success? And if you see people saying like, well, they aren't successful, but have they been improving? Of course, of course they have. And they're probably 2 times better than where they were when they started. The only way to go is up when you are continuing to do these habits and continuing to stay disciplined. Okay, so your homework for today is choosing one habit that you want to continue throughout the summer and honestly for the rest of your life. Okay, whether it be going to the
Fuck one, we're doing 5.
gym, whether it be reading a book, whether it be going on a walk. Just find a beneficial habit that applies to you. Not something I listed, not something that's in your comfort zone, something that you know will benefit your life, that is out of your comfort zone, that you know.
My fault, that was a little Orkies. Okay, wait, let me just quickly finish the video.
In a week, after that motivation dies down, you won't want to do. Make this hard for yourself. Embrace being in the fucking pits of this shit, bro. Because that is when you build. That is when you become better, right? Think about fucking lifting, right? You are tearing your muscles apart just for them to build back bigger, better, and stronger. It's the same thing in life. It is the same thing as you as a human. Tear yourself down. Strip yourself down. Fucking, put yourself in a position where you are vulnerable, where you are uncomfortable, and grow. And make it so when you get to that point, where it's habitual, when you get to that point where you're so disciplined, you can do this day in and day out and you don't give a fuck. You are comfortable, and now you're better in that one aspect in life. You've already improved. Okay? And some of you guys are probably saying, fuck yeah, I'll do more habits. That's even better. Right? I'm giving you the bare minimum. I'm asking you to do one thing out of your comfort zone, one thing that will benefit your life.
64.
Why not do multiple? So, with that being said, turn this fucking video off.
64 is
Go
63.
get that shit done. Okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, dude, I just keep getting more and more fired up while I make these videos because
66? Nah, that's you way
I'm
more
just
than me though.
so fucking excited to see your guys' journey. And another thing which would be huge would be documenting it. Whether you want to take pictures or video. Literally, like TikTok would be great for this, where you can document your trading and your just life journey. Okay,
That's exactly what I'm
I use
doing.
TikTok pretty much as just a life journal. I pull out the phone and I talk into the camera as if I'm talking to just a singular person or myself. It's pretty much a video diary. Because I can literally be like, yo, Boogie fucking shit everywhere today. No one cares about that except for me, right? So do this, so, you don't have to. But again, this would be something getting out of your comfort zone, and who knows, you might benefit from this because, you might gain followers, you might actually become...
Well, we got 55 videos, but we've watched 3. So we got 52.
Fucking influencer,
left.
right? If that's something that you want to do, now's the time, right? So,
We're watching one a
that
day.
being said, document your journey, record a video every single day saying like, hey, I did this today. Let's keep it going. And by doing that, you're
You keep the YouTube
subconsciously
channel, bro.
programming your brain.
If you miss the streams, you gotta peep the YouTube channels. Cause I'd be posting. It's literally basically just a stream on the YouTube channel. I just post the shit, and then it's there. It's the same. It's just over
Saying,
here.
hey, I did this today, and it's pretty much making you even more responsible, because if you upload on TikTok, if you're on TikTok saying, yo, this is day 1 of doing TJR's fucking boot camp, I learned about this and I'm going to start this habit today. Right? If you do that, your followers and the people that are watching you, if you don't make a post the next day saying, hey, I did this, or if you don't make a post, a week later after all of those days of uploading, people are going to be like, damn, he's a bitch.
Yeah.
Damn, he didn't make it. Okay? So, with that being said, that's it for me. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. So, now, I'm going to show you what I wrote down now. So, what I have written down right now. It's not a lot, because you didn't really go through a lot today. I said discipline, and I said don't fold to losers, and don't listen to losers. And then I said make good habits and keep at them. And then this will take amount of time. That's not good. That's wrong. Do I not want to improve myself? That's right. That's the right way to think about it. It's really just changing the way you think about everything. That's all you have to do. And now we're going to figure out what my 5 beneficial habits are. So I'm thinking, I'll write it down on notes. But I'm also going to write it down in real life, just so I was doing some shit. Okay. First, gym 5 times a week. Okay, that's the goal. Bro, but low-key, what I also been thinking about doing though is, I've been thinking about like how I'm kind of documenting the trading journey. I kind of want to do the same with the gym. But the thing is with the gym is, I have to do it on TikTok. I'm kind of scared to post on TikTok, bro. Like consistently a lot. Cause like, bro, I know people don't really care. Like, obviously people don't really care that much, and it's like not that deep, and it's just me. I know it's just me. It's still, I still feel it though. It's a spotlight, bro. It's like a lot of people I know in the arts, because not a lot of people know I be doing this. So it's like easy. Like I live my life, and then I come home and I do this, and no one says anything. But then TikTok, like it will become like my thing. It will be like, oh yeah, Dolphy, oh yeah, I see his gym TikToks, or I see his trading TikToks. Like that's what I'm gonna be, because otherwise I'm pretty quiet, bro. Like there's nothing really much else to like. I don't know, you know what I mean, bro. So it's like, but then again, I don't know why I think people care about me that much, because I know they just don't. I'm gonna go get some more. So let me just quickly write that down. Bro, who is this guy that keeps on inviting me to play CSGO, bro? Gym 5 times a week. Okay, number 2. Start a form of martial arts. I'm thinking probably kickboxing, I won't lie. Because I low-key did martial arts my whole life. But then like 2024, I stopped doing jiu-jitsu. And before jiu-jitsu, I was doing karate. I know it's ass, but you know what? I was a young little jit. I was just going with the flow of things. That's what I was running. Like I wasn't aspiring to become some MMA fighter. So I was just doing that shit. But like it still is a martial art, so suck my nuts. Number 3. I don't read at all. I haven't read a book. Like the books I've been reading is like Diary of the Wimpy Kid, Big Nate, what's that? That Treehouse book? I can't remember, because every book's like, it's like 13 story Treehouse, and it's like 26 story Treehouse, and I think it just keeps on going up in 13s, or it goes up in 12s, I don't know. But yeah, that shit was hard. But I need to read some actual books to expand my vocabulary and make my brain processing speed faster, because it's not too good right now. I say read 30 minutes a day. It's got to be a book that I like though, like a book that I'd be interested in. But bro, let me make this. Can I make this bigger? Damn, bro. I don't know if you've been able to. My fault. And then 4, I'm gonna say make a beat. Make one beat every day. Cause I low key fuck doing that, bro. That's like a little hobby of mine. You know, I just be making beats on the FL Studio. So I want to do, but I kind of haven't done that in a while. So I want to start doing that again every day. And bro, one beat, oh god, I could get that shit done in 15 minutes depending on how much effort I'm putting into it. Make one beat every day. Number 5. Now this is, I don't actually know what to do. Let me think about my habits that I have now. Oh, okay. Ooh. I don't know if I can. See, I'm just thinking, and I'm thinking cold shower every morning. But bro, let's keep it a stack here. Like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning. I'm not gonna do that shit. Like this I could do. Like this is cool. And also like cold shower. Nah, fucking. I have to do stuff I don't want to do. That's the thing. Cold shower. Daily. Nah, actually nah. I don't know, bro. I don't think it's that crazy to just run a cold shower though. I know. Surf at least 2 times a week. That could help with the fitness and shit. Alright. You know what? Let's do 6. Wake up before 9 a.m. every day. That's only because it's holidays though. Like school, when school starts, which is literally on Monday, there's gonna be lights, but alright. Okay, so I know I did write it down here, but just so you can see what the current book's looking like. Go 1 a.m. sleep, wake up 9 a.m. That's what I wrote it down. My handwriting's lucky ass though. Go sleep 1 a.m. wake up 9 a.m. Bro, I could go to sleep anytime as long as I wake up at 9. But then again, with gym, like one of the most important things with gym is literally like I'd say gym is like 35-40% like lifting, like working hard in the gym, and the rest of it is sleep and diet. Literally, if you're not getting enough sleep, you're just not going to progress as fast as you want. Same with your diet. Your diet has to be really good. You can be slamming the gym every day, but if you're getting like 3-4 hours of sleep and you're like eating like ass, you're not gonna change too much, like at all. Be real, what time do I wake up? Today I woke up I probably woke up at like 10:30 and I only got out of bed at like 11:20 probably. Yesterday I woke up at like 11:30. Like I'm being completely transparent, bro. Like, but we have to keep in mind here, it's holidays. It is holidays. My school starts on Monday though. I go back on Monday. But yeah. But when school starts though, like I'm really gonna be up like 7 a.m. every day. So even say for trends, okay, that's gonna be an important day. That's a day that I actually wanna like do. That's gonna be a day that I actually wanna like focus on. But yeah, I think that's gonna end the video here. So I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow.